Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I thought I'd have a little topic today to talk about what made me decide to get my Indian Scout 60. So I want to talk about a little backstory about myself. I got my MSF certification, went to the MFS course in 2007. And because I wanted to get my motorcycle license, and obviously in in Virginia, one of the ways to get that was you could go to the DMV and you could take a test, usually a written test and a driver's test, and or you could take the MSF course and you could get it that way, and you could go through like a 3-day course. It's like a Friday through the weekend, and take that. And so I was like, I wanted to get a motorcycle for a while. Like I said, that was about 13-14 years ago. And so I took the MSF course. I got my helmet, I got everything I needed and everything. And after I completed that, I went out and bought my first bike. It was at the time, this was in 2000, I'm sorry, correction, it was 2000, I believe 2009 is when I took the MSF course, 2008, 2009. So anyway, I went out and bought my first motorcycle. It was a 2007 Kawasaki Ninja 250. So I had that for about probably two years or so, 2 or 3 years. And I kind of got out of the riding for a little while, and plus the Ninja 250, it just kind of like most people with the 250s, you kind of outgrow them. So I really didn't have any desire to keep it, because it just I was kind of past that, and I kind of wanted something else. But at the time, I didn't really want anything. I didn't really want anything at that time. So like I said, so I had it for a couple years. And then I sold it, got out of riding for a while, and here we are, about 10, 12 years later. I got back into getting interested in bikes. And, I had the 250, and I'd already said, told myself, if I was going to get another bike, and it wasn't going to be a sport bike, I just kind of got out of that phase. I mean, if I was younger, I probably would have been interested in that, which, I'm kind of thankful that I didn't have a sport bike, because, I might have got myself in trouble. So, anyway, so I was like, I really like the cruisers, but one thing that intimidated me about the cruisers a little bit was just the weight. Obviously, with the 250, you're talking around mid 300 pounds, maybe high 300 pounds, close to low 400s for a motorcycle like that. I mean, very light and nimble, real easy to control and everything. So if I was going to get another bike, I wanted to get something that I could handle and it wouldn't intimidate me too much. So I started looking around, and I was almost dead set on getting a Kawasaki Vulcan 650S. I looked long and hard about those bikes, and I mean, I really liked them. I even went to a dealer here locally, and I talked to a dealer here, and I was almost on the verge of signing the paperwork and getting that bike that day. But the one thing that kind of put me off about that was the color. I didn't like, it was a 2019, I think, or 2020. And I really wasn't, I was kind of put off by the color of it. I mean, for me, I don't remember what color it was. To me, it kind of looked like a purple in a way, but it was some other color. I don't remember. It was whatever model year that those bikes were. But they didn't have them. I mean, they couldn't keep them in the showroom. I mean, them things were selling left and right. Well, obviously, this one wasn't selling because it was still there. So I held off from that, and I didn't get the Vulcan S. And so I kind of came across where I started seeing, like, you know, Indian Scouts and Indian Scout 60s, and I was like, huh. I was actually, you know what? That's what it was. Me and my buddy, we rode up to a dealership here back at that time, and we went up we went to a couple motorcycle dealerships. You know, we went to the Kawasaki dealerships, the Hondas, and then we went up to one that basically had Triumphs and Indian bikes and BMWs and all that. So I got to looking, and I seen these Scouts sitting there, and I was like, man, these are some badass bikes. I was like, they are awesome. And that, you know, you have one of those moments where you look at something and you're like, this is it. So obviously that was it for me. I was like, man, those bikes just look so cool. I like them. So that was it. I was set on, you know, one in an Indian Scout, whether it was a Scout or a Scout 60. So I started looking around, and then I started checking, you know, the used, like the Facebook Market and Cycle Trader and other places like that. And, you know, here we are. Got a really good deal on this one. You know, it had low miles. I mean, I can't account for it because, you know, to pay a new price, I mean, yeah, you get that warranty and you get all that, you know, extra stuff and everything. It's nice and everything, but I just couldn't justify, for me, I just couldn't justify spending, you know, close to 10 grand for a new bike. I mean, at least getting back into a second bike, you know, it just wasn't in the cards for me at the time. I just wanted to get something that I wasn't going to pay a lot for. But yeah, I ended up getting my 2016 Indian Scout 60, and I love it, man. I do. It's a good, obviously for me, it's a good graduation bike, going from a Ninja 250 up to a bike like this. You know, I'm in no way intimidated by the weight. I mean, it definitely is a much lighter motorcycle for a cruiser, you know, but it's something I'm not too worried about anymore. Obviously, you know, you get into more heavier bikes. I mean, that is a different process of learning, but, you know, I like this bike. I feel like it's something I can grow more into and keep for a very long time. And I mean, honestly, I don't really know if I'd really actually want to have something any bigger than this. One drawback I would say for me is that if I have a passenger, it's kind of, you know, it's pushing it, you know, like with having a passenger. I mean, just the handling and everything, which obviously some of that can be corrected with, you know, suspension and, you know, different suspension components and all that extra stuff that could help the ride handling, you know, with the added weight of a passenger. So, like I said, is personally, for having this motorcycle, having this Indian Scout 60, I think it's a perfect motorcycle for a single rider. I mean, it's comfortable. You know, it's got plenty of power, and it just the low, you know, the weight is not bad at all. And you know, it's just got all the check boxes for me. You know, if I was ever going to get something else, it would probably be another Indian Scout. Maybe a Scout, or, you know, maybe a Scout 60. Whatever in the cards, you know. But for now, I will continue enjoying this bike because it's just a lot of fun, and I mean, I just love riding it. Well, that was the longest light ever. Jeez. Setting at a stoplight on a warm day doesn't make for a pleasant experience. once you get moving, it's not bad though. I looked at the Vulcan S. I did look at the Iron 883. That was a nice bike. Oh, that's another bike I looked at too, was the Honda Shadow, the Phantom. I would really like that bike too. I was really leaning towards that one. You know, and one of the things I liked about the Kawasaki, the Vulcan S, is that I had a previous Kawasaki product before. You know, I had the Ninja, and basically, like, the Ninja 650 is basically uses the same power plant as the Vulcan S, uses the same engine as the Ninja 650, which is what my one of my buddies has currently. So I know it's a good engine. Don't get me wrong, it's a great engine. You know. So, but yeah, the Scout is just an awesome bike. I love it. Well, folks, I'm going to go ahead and close out for now. Thank you for watching. Drop a like or a comment and let me know about your first bike. You know, or what led you to get the bike you have had today. Thank you for watching again. And don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you next time.